I have to start, of course, with the news that after a long, drawn-out process, Velveteen Dream has been released by the WWE. Now, this release is not being described internally as related to speaking out or any accusations against him. WWE officials still claim that he was cleared of those charges via internal investigation. As such, according to WWE officials, anything that he is being accused of has no bearing whatsoever on the actual release. Instead, I'm told this release is down to sheer unprofessionalism because it was not originally planned for Velveteen Dream to be released when the other NXT talents were released earlier this week. NXT had every plan to use him consistently week in and week out. It is the locker room who had other ideas. The locker room was apparently thoroughly united in not supporting him due to his actions. Now, that is not just talking about what he is being accused of, that is also talking about what he has been doing in NXT locker rooms, and in fact in the offices of management to people in NXT locker rooms. Many did not believe that he should have been cleared, and to be completely blunt, nobody wanted to work with him. Those that did work with him at a recent pay-per-view did so under duress and were not particularly happy with it. Apparently, as a result of that, he was particularly unhappy because nobody cared for his safety and basically wrote himself off a little bit. But NXT also wrote him off to cover for it, to try and mediate some of the issues that they were having. Now, during several training sessions, people refused to catch him on his high-flying work, making it very clear that they were not happy. But this lack of professionalism was not a new thing. Apparently, the Dream we saw on TV was very real, very true to life, and very similar to the same person behind the scenes. Velveteen Dream was believed to have been furious not to have been called up sooner. He was believed to be angry that he wasn't already a bigger star. Being treated as the crowning glory of NXT in several sections wasn't enough for him, and his ego had apparently become a major problem. Numerous ideas were pitched for his return, but either he rejected them or other parties rejected them, namely the people that were supposed to be putting him over and doing the favours for him. When it became clear that he wouldn't be wrestling for a while, he started coming to open ring sessions, which is essentially the open training sessions that happens quite a lot in the Performance Center. This will feature a lot of people from lots of different what are they called? Divisions. Lots of different divisions, lots of different brands. You had the Horsewomen quite often will go to open ring and work with the younger talent. Velveteen Dream apparently was doing that. This was ostensibly to train new recruits and keep in shape himself. However, certain members of the locker room considered that this might be more sinister. Until a couple of days ago, there was no plan for Velveteen Dream to be released. But after a number of people were recently released from NXT, those same locker room leaders decided to step in and take action. Social media, the general NXT locker room, and Velveteen Dream himself all contributed to his release. While I doubt we will ever see him wrestle for WWE again, I can say he's already been contacted by at least one major wrestling company. To be clear, these aren't all of the stories. More is going to come out over the next few weeks. There are rumours of fist fighting. There are rumours of arrest warrants, but that isn't that unusual when you consider that there was a recent police investigation for a member of NXT UK as well. Velveteen Dream's situation going forwards, we'll have to wait and see where he lands, if he lands at all, but I can say it was not planned that he was going to be part of the releases from earlier this week. However, locker room leaders stepped in, shared their concerns, and his position became untenable. He was not released due to accusations against him. This is what I'm hearing from WWE officials. He was instead released because of problems backstage. So that's our first bit of news.